Good morning all. Top 50 News of India, 20th May 2026. 1. PM Modi reviews national infrastructure projects. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting on infrastructure development. Road, railway, airport, and digital connectivity projects were reviewed. Officials discussed faster implementation of pending projects nationwide. The government emphasized employment generation through infrastructure investment. Experts called the meeting important for long-term economic growth. 2. Heat wave continues across several Indian states. Extreme heat conditions persisted in northern and central India. Temperatures crossed 46 degrees Celsius in Rajasthan, Delhi, and Madhya Pradesh. Hospitals reported increased cases of dehydration and heat stroke. Authorities advised citizens to avoid outdoor activities during daytime hours. Power demand remained extremely high due to rising temperatures. 3. IMD issues thunderstorm warning for eastern India. The India Meteorological Department forecast thunderstorms in eastern states. Strong winds and lightning alerts were issued for Bihar and West Bengal. Some regions may receive temporary relief from heat wave conditions. Disaster management teams remained on alert for emergencies. Farmers welcomed the possibility of pre-monsoon rainfall. 4. Fuel prices continue triggering inflation concerns. Rising petrol and diesel prices continued affecting transportation costs. Consumers reported increasing pressure on household expenses. Transport unions demanded government intervention on fuel taxation. Economists warned of inflationary impact on essential commodities. The government monitored global crude oil market trends closely. 5. Indian stock markets end higher. Sensex and Nifty closed in positive territory during Wednesday trading. IT and banking shares performed strongly throughout the session. Foreign investors showed renewed interest in Indian equities. Global market stability improved investor confidence slightly. Analysts remained optimistic about India's long-term growth story. 6. Indian rupee remains stable against dollar. The rupee traded within a narrow range against the US dollar. RBI monitoring measures supported currency market confidence. Crude oil prices remained an important influencing factor. Importers and exporters closely observed exchange rate movement. Economists predicted moderate volatility in coming weeks. 7. India expands renewable energy investments. The government announced fresh investments in solar and wind energy projects. Officials highlighted India's clean energy transition goals. Private companies showed strong interest in green infrastructure development. Renewable energy capacity continued increasing across states. Experts praised India's sustainability-focused policies. 8. Political parties intensify election campaign preparations. Major political parties increased preparations for upcoming elections. Leaders focused on inflation, jobs, and rural development issues. Campaign committees reviewed voter outreach strategies nationwide. Political rallies and public meetings were planned across states. Analysts predicted aggressive campaigning in the coming months. 9. Cabinet reshuffle discussions continue in Delhi. Speculation about a union cabinet reshuffle remained strong in political circles. Senior BJP leaders held internal consultations in New Delhi. Performance reviews of several ministries were reportedly ongoing. Analysts predicted possible changes before the next parliamentary session. The government did not officially comment on the reports. 10. West Bengal reviews urban development projects. The West Bengal government reviewed smart city and infrastructure projects. Employment generation and industrial investment remained major priorities. Opposition leaders demanded faster execution of welfare schemes. Political debates continued across the state assembly. Authorities promised improved monitoring mechanisms. 11. Tamil Nadu political developments remain in focus. Coalition discussions and cabinet planning continued in Tamil Nadu. Actor Vijay's political influence remained a major public topic. Parties discussed economic reforms and governance priorities. Analysts described the political changes as historic. Public attention remained centered on state politics. 12. Kerala promotes tourism and startup growth. Kerala leaders announced new tourism and startup development plans. Investment opportunities in technology and hospitality sectors were discussed. Employment generation remained a key policy focus. Political parties reviewed post-election strategies internally. The state continued attracting national attention. 13. RCB maintains strong position in IPL 2026. Royal Challengers Bengaluru continued dominating the IPL points table. Virat Kohli's batting performances remained a major highlight. The team's balanced bowling attack impressed cricket experts. Fans celebrated the franchise's consistent success online. RCB strengthened its chances of winning the title. 14. CSK faces pressure in playoff qualification race. Chennai Super Kings prepared for another crucial IPL match. Fans closely followed changing playoff qualification scenarios. MS Dhoni's tactical decisions remained widely discussed. Experts predicted an exciting finish to the league stage. IPL 2026 continued drawing massive nationwide attention. 15. India A team continues intensive training camp. The India A cricket squad continued ODI Tri-Series preparations. Young players focused on improving batting and bowling performance. Coaches emphasized fitness and fielding drills during practice sessions. Selectors closely monitored emerging cricket talent. Fans expected strong performances from the squad. 16. Indian shuttlers perform well in international events. Indian badminton players continued delivering strong performances abroad. PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen advanced in ongoing tournaments. Young Indian athletes received praise for consistency. Sports authorities appreciated improved international results. India's badminton profile continued growing globally. 17. Electricity consumption reaches new peak. India's electricity demand hit another all-time high due to heat waves. Power plants increased output to meet rising energy requirements. Authorities assured sufficient coal availability nationwide. Some areas reported temporary power supply disruptions. Officials closely monitored the national power grid. 18. Delhi air quality remains poor. Dust storms and heat continued affecting Delhi's air quality. Doctors advised vulnerable groups to limit outdoor exposure. Environmental organizations demanded stricter pollution controls. Authorities reviewed anti-pollution emergency measures. AQI levels remained in the poor category across NCR. 19. Indian Railways introduces more summer special trains. Indian Railways announced additional trains for holiday travelers. Passenger demand remained extremely high across major routes. Security and crowd control arrangements were strengthened at stations. Online booking activity increased sharply this week. Travelers welcomed the additional transportation services. 20. EdTech platforms expand AI-based learning. Education technology companies launched advanced AI study tools. Competitive exam aspirants increasingly used digital learning systems. Students in smaller towns gained access to affordable education. Experts praised rapid technological transformation in education. Online learning continued expanding across India. 21. Indian startups receive fresh global funding. International investors continued funding Indian startups aggressively. AI, fintech, and health tech sectors remained highly attractive. Entrepreneurs expanded businesses into Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Government innovation policies supported startup ecosystems. Experts predicted strong digital economy growth ahead. 22. Cybercrime cases continue rising nationwide. Police reported increasing complaints related to online scams and fraud. Authorities warned citizens about suspicious digital payment links. Cyber awareness campaigns expanded across several states. Law enforcement agencies arrested multiple cybercrime networks. Experts stressed stronger online security awareness. 23. Indian Army expands border surveillance systems. The Indian Army strengthened AI-powered border monitoring operations. Drone surveillance systems improved security efficiency significantly. Defense officials emphasized military modernization efforts. Advanced equipment was deployed in sensitive border regions. Experts described the upgrades as strategically important. 24. ISRO nears launch of new satellite mission. ISRO scientists completed another phase of mission preparation. The satellite aims to improve communication and weather forecasting. Technical reviews and safety checks continued successfully. Young engineers played key roles in mission development. India's space program maintained rapid progress. 25. 5G expansion continues across India. Telecom companies expanded 5G connectivity into more towns and districts. Internet speed improved significantly in newly connected regions. Businesses benefited from better digital infrastructure. Providers discussed affordable rural expansion plans. Competition among telecom firms remained intense. 26 UPI transactions reach another record level. India's digital payment ecosystem continued breaking transaction records. Small businesses increasingly adopted QR code payment systems. Rural digital banking usage also expanded rapidly. Fintech firms launched new payment solutions nationwide. Experts called India a global fintech leader. 27 Women safety projects receive additional funding. Several states announced stronger funding support for women's safety initiatives. Emergency response systems were upgraded in major cities. Police improved rapid complaint response mechanisms further. Awareness campaigns continued in schools and colleges. Women's security remained a governance priority nationwide. 28 Water conservation campaigns intensify before monsoon. Authorities promoted rainwater harvesting and water-saving practices. Urban regions facing shortages introduced stricter monitoring measures. Experts warned about future climate-related water stress. Schools and NGOs joined conservation awareness drives. Sustainable water management gained increasing importance. 29 Monsoon preparedness activities continue. Flood-prone states strengthened disaster management operations. NDRF teams remained deployed in vulnerable regions. Drainage systems and river monitoring networks were upgraded. Authorities reviewed emergency evacuation plans carefully. Officials aimed to minimize seasonal flood damage. 30 Healthcare recruitment drives expand nationwide. Government hospitals announced more recruitment for doctors and nurses. Rural healthcare infrastructure received stronger financial support. Medical colleges expanded facilities and training programs. Experts welcomed investment in public healthcare services. Authorities aimed to improve healthcare access nationwide. 31 Metro rail expansion projects progress rapidly. Metro construction accelerated in Delhi, Pune, Bengaluru, and Indore. Authorities highlighted environmental and traffic reduction benefits. Several new metro corridors received official approval. Commuters welcomed expansion of affordable public transport. Urban modernization remained a key government focus. 32 Tourism industry reports strong summer growth. Hotels and travel companies recorded heavy summer bookings. Hill stations and beaches attracted large tourist crowds. Local businesses benefited from increased travel activity. States promoted domestic tourism campaigns aggressively. Experts predicted continued tourism recovery in 2026. 33 EV charging infrastructure expands nationwide. Authorities approved more electric vehicle charging stations. National highways remained key focus areas for expansion. Private companies partnered with governments for deployment. EV adoption increased steadily among Indian consumers. Experts praised India's clean mobility initiatives. 34 Semiconductor manufacturing plans gain momentum. India continued negotiations with global semiconductor manufacturers. New incentives encouraged investment in chip production facilities. Experts highlighted employment opportunities in advanced manufacturing. Authorities aimed to reduce dependence on imported technology. India's tech sector welcomed the policy support. 35 Indian cinema continues global expansion. Indian films and OTT content remained popular internationally. South Indian cinema performed strongly in overseas markets. Streaming platforms reported rising global viewership numbers. Film producers explored additional international collaborations. India's entertainment industry expanded its global reach further. 36 Sports infrastructure development receives support. Authorities announced new sports academies and training facilities. Olympic preparation programs received increased financial assistance. Young athletes gained access to improved sports infrastructure. States focused on strengthening grassroots sports systems. India aimed to improve future international medal performance. 37 AI adoption expands across industries. Banks, schools, and hospitals increased use of AI systems. Automation improved efficiency in several operations. Technology companies announced fresh investments in AI research. Experts emphasized the need for digital skill development. India continued emerging as a technology-driven economy. 38 airport expansion projects continue nationwide. Major airports expanded terminals and cargo handling facilities. Authorities prepared for rising passenger traffic demand. Private investment supported modernization projects significantly. Cargo infrastructure development accelerated across India. Experts predicted strong growth in the aviation sector. 39 farm subsidy programs support rural economy. Farmers received support for irrigation and agricultural equipment. Authorities promoted sustainable farming techniques nationwide. Agricultural organizations welcomed subsidy expansion measures. Experts encouraged technology-driven farming modernization. Officials expected improved productivity in the coming season. 40 digital banking usage continues growing. Banks reported strong growth in mobile banking services. Rural consumers increasingly adopted digital financial systems. Cyber safety awareness campaigns expanded nationwide. Experts predicted continued financial inclusion growth. India's fintech ecosystem remained among the fastest growing globally. 41 national highway construction accelerates. Expressway and highway projects progressed rapidly across states. Authorities highlighted benefits for logistics and transportation efficiency. Infrastructure investments supported long-term economic growth. Construction activities generated employment opportunities. Road modernization remained a government priority. 42 climate experts warn about urban heat risks. Environmental scientists warned about worsening heat wave conditions in cities. Several urban regions were identified as climate risk zones. Experts recommended green infrastructure and water reforms. Awareness campaigns promoted environmental sustainability. Climate resilience planning gained national importance. 43 skill-based education programs gained popularity. Educational institutions expanded practical training programs. Students increasingly preferred AI, coding, and analytics courses. Online certification platforms attracted rising enrollments. Experts praised employment-oriented learning models. Skill development remained a major educational trend. 44 defense manufacturing sector expands. India promoted local production of defense equipment and technology. Domestic companies gained support under self-reliance initiatives. Defense exports continued showing strong growth trends. Experts highlighted strategic benefits of localization policies. The sector attracted rising investment interest. 45 Indian athletes continue international success. Indian athletes delivered impressive performances in global competitions. Young players received praise for consistency and discipline. Training programs intensified ahead of major sporting events. Officials expressed confidence in future medal prospects. India's global sporting image continued improving steadily. 46 smart city projects progress across India. Urban modernization initiatives expanded in several smart cities. Authorities focused on sanitation, transport, and digital governance. Citizens welcomed improvements in civic infrastructure. Experts emphasized sustainable urban development strategies. Government investment in city modernization remained strong. 47 inflation concerns continue among consumers. Economists monitored rising food and transportation costs closely. Consumers reported increasing pressure on household budgets. Fuel prices remained a major inflation-driving factor. The RBI continued assessing economic stability measures. Experts predicted cautious monetary policy decisions ahead. 48 renewable energy projects expand rapidly. Solar and wind energy projects continued growing nationwide. Private investment in clean energy remained strong. Authorities highlighted progress toward sustainability goals. Experts praised India's renewable energy transition efforts. Green energy remained a key national development priority. 49 public transport usage increases in metro cities. More commuters shifted toward metro and bus services. Fuel price hikes encouraged affordable travel alternatives. Authorities promoted public transportation for sustainable mobility. Traffic congestion reduced slightly in urban areas. Experts supported further investment in mass transit systems. 50. India strengthens position as a global economic power. India continued expanding influence in technology, trade, and diplomacy. Foreign investors maintained confidence in India's growth potential. Infrastructure and innovation reforms remained major policy priorities. International organizations praised India's economic trajectory. Experts described India as one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. Please like and subscribe.